Hey guys, I have been on for a little while if you haven't noticed, but I'm back and I'm good and I'm okay. And I thought just the best way for me to do another video would just to do a little romance video. And we're just sitting on the floor today. I'm not in front of my bookshelf just because the lighting is better over here today. So yeah, I thought we would just get back in with a little romance book video. So starting off with Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I'm not sure how to say that. I listened to the audiobook of this on Audible, and this one was 5 stars for me. I really enjoyed this book. So, it's a single mother, which I personally love single parent tropes and romances. I don't know what it is, but I personally love that trope. Um, and she meets this man Ethan who helps her like throughout her life in really interesting ways. When we have a strong female lead character specifically, and in this book it's the single mother. She's like, just, I don't know, she's very like strong female main character, and I just love that. And then I did put trigger warnings on each of these. For this one it is just grief and divorce, so keep those in mind. I always like to put trigger warnings on every book that I recommend because there's just like certain things. It could be like the smallest thing that just like gives somebody that it gives, everyone has their own thing. Okay, the next one is The Match by Sarah Adams. I also listened to the audiobook of this. I don't have this book either. This book was also 5 stars for me. I read this one more recently. Um, this one, just like the last one, also has a single parent. This is the father. His name is Jacob, and he has this daughter who this woman Evie starts working for. So like she comes to work for his daughter. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I don't want to like spoil too much. So this is another single parent trope. Apparently, I've been reading many of those recently. Um, oh yeah, and they like work with dogs and stuff. So there's a lot of dogs in this book. If you like animal involvement a lot in romance books. And the trigger warning for this book is epilepsy. The main character has it, and the daughter has it, and it's just talked about a lot. So, okay, the next book is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, which I think I've read an ebook of this one, but I don't have that one with me. But I have another of Abby's books, which this one is just as good, just for the summer. So I've read a few of her books. This one I rated 4 stars. I loved the chemistry that the two main characters, Samantha and Xavier, I think that's how you say it, just had like throughout the whole book. This one is really a like totally like obsessed with each other and falling for each other the whole time. That kind of trope. So if you love just like people like absolutely in love with each other the whole time, definitely this book. And then for the trigger warnings for this one, I put dementia, death, and animal neglect. All of those things are pretty much like talked about throughout the whole book. And then this one is a little bit different from all the other ones on this list. This one is a very spicy romance. This one was 4 stars for me, and this is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, which I also listened to an audiobook. But this book follows a 19-year-old girl who is just like struggling with money and work and just like her life and stuff. And then she meets this older man. So this one is an age gap trope. I know that like triggers some people, but that is what this book is about. And it's also like sort of slow burn romance, but like also spicy at the same time. So yeah. Okay, and then the last one I have on this list. Sorry, this is like kind of short. But I've been reading like thrillers and just like literary fiction, and I also just read a memoir. I've been reading like not romance recently, although still am. But I'm reading a thriller right now. Like I've just been not into like romance just right now. But anyways, this one is A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I know this book like was probably like peak popular like a few years ago or a couple years ago or something, but I just not read it. And it is a sad, like it's known to be just a sad book. So if you don't like sad books, probably don't read this one. But I rated this one a 3.5, which isn't super high, but I like it still was just a good book, just not my favorite. Um, and this book is definitely more young adult, even though it does deal with like death and yeah, just like death a lot. So that's the trigger warning for this book, but it's still like it's about these children and like throughout their childhood and then their teenage years. So it still is a young adult book. Um, but it's a very cute little romance story. It follows these two teenagers throughout like different changes in their lives, different schools and relationships, and yeah. But it is sad. It is very sad, and I don't know why I waited so long to read it, but definitely, if you've also been waiting to read this one for a while, definitely just do it. It was a good read. And yeah, that's all I have for this video today. Sorry, this is kind of short. Like I said, I haven't been just reading romance recently like I normally do. Um, and I am tired, so I will see you guys